Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 20th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe and you will catch me live. But Aries, let's see what's going on for you for the week of the 20th. And Aries, yeah. Could be like a very relaxing week for you here, Aries. You could be taking like a step back this week, so that would be nice. This actually looks very good. You do have the Nine of Swords here, but again, we're going to clarify this, and one card that's a challenge showing up is not that big of a deal. This looks amazing for you, Aries. You have the Ten of Cups, the Fool, the Sun. I mean, really, really positive is what I'm going to say to you. You start off with the Eagle Spirit here. This card says Spirit has your back. So I feel like for some of you, it's just like saying things are divinely guided at this time. This row actually looks pretty good for you, Aries, even though you have this Nine of Swords. I'll tell you why. You have the Death card, the Sun, and the Nine of Swords in this row. The Sun is rising on the Death card back here. And so it can represent some sort of, kind of going through a transformation. But back here, it's like there are these two pillars that are on the Moon card as well, Aries. And those two pillars, like I said, that are on the Moon card, they represent fears or illusions or things that are trying to get the Fool, what you have right here, off his journey. The Moon is like one of the first parts of the Fool's journey here, and it kind of represents, fears and things that try to distract him from his path. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are overcoming this Nine of Swords energy right here. That Nine of Swords could represent worries, fears, doubts, illusions, things that do not exist. So I feel like for some of you, these are like internal fears that don't exist. You also have the Sun as well. It's almost like, the Nine of Swords represents waking up from a nightmare and still being stuck in a nightmare, Aries. And so I feel like some of you have felt like you have been stuck in a nightmare for a very long period of time. It's like the sun is coming up, right? It's like if we're having nightmares, what do we want? We want the light. So I feel like for a lot of you, this first row is just simply saying that the sun is rising. The sun is coming up for you here. I feel like you're finally able to relax here, Aries, with the relaxation card. In this row, you have the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're either receiving good news or it's like you're finding success on something that you haven't been successful in for a long period of time here, Aries. And sorry, Aries, my allergies are super bad this morning and I just need some water. But in this row here, like I said, I feel like you're finding success. For some of you, it's like you didn't give up on a situation here. I feel like for some of you, somebody was really putting up a lot of boundaries with this Nine of Wands. This could be in love, but it's like you overcame these boundaries with these cards. For some of you, I feel like these are just your boundaries in love with that Nine of Wands. So I feel like some of you could just be opening up to new love at this time. You have the Fool, the Ten of Cups. These two cards to me can represent dating. You also have the Sun as well. It's like you could be getting a lot of attention at this time, Aries. You and Pisces, like that part of the sky, you always get these messages of being very attractive at this time. So if you're looking for love, I would get out there, Aries. This could definitely be love or just a lot of attention coming in for you. It could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but you do have Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, and Earth showing up here as well. Could, like I said, could be any sign here, Aries, but those are the signs that are standing out to me. I feel like for those of you who are not interested in love, even if you are interested in love, I feel like there's a victory coming in for you, but it's like it's not here yet. I feel like for some of you, there's some sort of win happening in your life. I feel like this is something that is like building almost is what the word that's popping to my head, Aries. So what the hell does that mean? I feel like this could be your health. I feel like this could be something where maybe you're like exercising or something like that and you're starting to see results. And sorry, Aries. So I feel like you're finally starting to see results here on something that you're doing. So it's like something that's taking time, but I feel like you will be very successful. Next, you have the time for a nap card. So I do feel like it's time for you. Obviously, you have the relaxation card, the time for a nap card. Sometimes I just feel like this sort of combination here shows up when we're like trying to force something to happen. Nine of Swords here. Sometimes I think when we just like allow things to happen, as crazy as that sounds, right? Sometimes when we stop trying, that's when things work out for us. And that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting on your reading. It's almost like you're just relaxed. You're just letting go. And I feel like because you're letting go, I feel like things are happening for you. This is an amazing future position here. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Fool. It's like a bright new day, a brand new dawn is like what your reading is saying. It's like the sun has come up. I feel like the sun is shining on you in your reading. It's like there's a lot of just positivity and good things here. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Fool. Like I said, Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, Aries. Good things coming in for you after a difficult period of time. Queen of Pentacles, abundance. I'm getting the word fleetness is popping into my head. That is such a weird word. I feel like that things are just rapidly changing for the better for you, Aries, so I love that. And I feel like there's nothing you need to do for it. I feel like the time for a nap card, relaxation card, is just saying relax into the energy. But Aries, let's go through and clarify this and see what other details we get here. And let's see what comes up. Between the Death card and the Lovers, love it. You have the Sun. This is not like the Sun in the Tarot, the Sun in the Lenormand, but it is a card of success, good news, good things coming in for you here. So I feel like there's a lot of success coming in. Definitely could be extreme, like just a lot of positive attention in love. When I used to read playing cards, I still do, but that the Sun is the Ace of Diamonds in the playing card reading system. And it can represent a message or communication in love. And you have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like some of you could be communicating with someone in love. Between the Sun and the Nine of Wands, love it, amazing. You have the Ten of Diamonds. The Ten of Diamonds is called the Book. The book can represent just gathering knowledge. To me, it can represent hidden knowledge as well, because it's a card where normally the book is closed on this card. And so it can kind of represent hidden or secret knowledge. But you have the Sun here in the tarot. And not only that, in this deck that I'm using, the book is open. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you are learning or you have learned about something. It's almost like the Sun, the Ten of Diamonds here, and the Nine of Wands. This to me says you didn't give up trying to find success. Sometimes I think, maybe we're trying to be successful in business or work. It's like, so we're searching for answers. We're just not sure what we need to do. This is like you uncovering the answers, knowing what you need to do. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're just uncovering things. Like this to me here, and even with this Sun card here, what do you know? Is like enlightenment. This to me is just having gained an understanding about what you need to do in life to be successful. Between the Nine of Swords here and the Eight of Wands, you have the Eight of Hearts, amazing. This card is called the Moon. It's not like the moon in the tarot either. It's just a card of gifts from the universe, and it can also represent manifestation. It can represent needing to manifest your desires here on Earth. So I feel like some of you, the Eight of Hearts says you could be having these dreams, fantasies, thoughts in your head, but it's like you need to start taking action to manifest those things on Earth. Between the Lovers here and the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Fox. I do feel like a little bit of back and forth energy here in love. So with that Fox card, the Fox card can represent a tricky energy, and what I'm getting for you, what's popping into my head is a test here. How interesting is this? There is a fox right here on this card, this time for a nap card. I feel like for some of you, this could be someone coming back from the past, or maybe you thought you were going to go back to someone from the past. I feel like this is saying sleep on it. I feel like it's saying don't rush right back to the past. I'm not saying don't take them back if you want to take them back. I mean, back in the day in my readings, I always used to say don't take your exes back, right? I've kind of changed my mind on that a little bit because, for some people it works, right? Number one. But number two, it's like maybe you're meant to go make that mistake again. So I've stopped saying that because I just changed my mind, right? We're allowed to do that. So maybe we're meant to make the same mistake. But I feel like this is saying before you make that mistake again, just think about it first. Take a nap, and if you want to go back to the person, go back to them. There's nothing wrong. I don't think this is saying one answer is right or wrong. I feel like it's just saying make sure you're not tricking yourself into something or out of something even. The fox can come up when we trick ourselves out of something that could be very good for us. It's like maybe we don't see what is coming in for us in our lives. I always tell people it's like, the other side of the card here, the other side of the coin, is that sometimes I feel like we hold on to a relationship, but we don't realize how amazing the next person coming in for us is. And it's like we're holding on to something that isn't that great when the next person is just going to knock our socks off, right? So it's like saying don't trick yourself out of that. Between the Nine of Wands here and the Ten of Cups, you have the Seven of Spades. Definitely communication. It's funny that I said that about the Ace of Diamonds. I feel like some of you are definitely getting communication and love. The Seven of Spades is called a letter, and it just represents communication. So this could be a text message, email, any type of communication. I feel like it makes you very happy with that Ten of Cups, so definitely could be in love. Between the Eight of Wands here and the Fool, the Anchor, yeah, be careful of holding on to the past with this card here. The Anchor can just represent being stuck to the past, or kind of being stuck in a past cycle, basically, Aries. And so it says, like, don't be stuck in these past cycles with a person or with anything even. But let's get an outcome for you. In your top row, you have the Seven of Diamonds. This card just comes up constantly right now. This card is called the Birds. I think almost every single sign that I have read for has had the Birds for like the past 3 weeks. It's a card of intuition, a card of trusting your intuition. I feel like a little bit of like gossip energy here as well, so I'd be very careful of that energy here, Aries. The Seven of Diamonds, it's a good card. I consider it personally to be a good card, but with that Fox card, you know, it could represent people talking behind your back. It could represent other people making decisions for you, things like that. Like I said, not a bad card. I would just be something to be aware of. In your middle row here, you have the Queen of Swords. This is called the Bouquet. Definitely could be an air sign coming in for you in love, I feel. So some of you could be moving on. I feel like saying moving on. I feel like some of you could be moving on to an air sign. Maybe you've been talking to an air sign and it's like you're deciding to pick this person. Also could be a gift from the universe. Queen of Swords can be like a gift. The Eight of Hearts here can be like a gift from the universe. So I feel like some of you could be receiving gifts from the universe. And finally, in your bottom row, what do you know? You have the King of Diamonds. This is called the Fish. This card can represent a soulmate here, Aries, for you. The fish is like your true love, the King of Diamonds. Could be an earth sign, could also be a Pisces with the fish card. Could be any sign, honestly. You know, this is just a general reading. But the fish represents your soulmate. If you're not looking for love, by the way, Aries, this looks amazing for money. This looks really, really good. You have the Ace of Diamonds and that fish card. These are in the Ten of Diamonds as well, and the Eight of Hearts. It's like living the dream as far as your finances are concerned. So what the hell is this fox doing here? The fox could be like self-limiting beliefs or beliefs that you have about money. It's like sometimes I think maybe things could be improving for us or things could be getting better, and we start thinking about like the what ifs, or what if something bad happens, or what if something negative happens, or you know, what if you know, like the last time I made a bunch of money, I had to fix my car and I lost all my money, or something like that. So this fox card is saying like no self-limiting beliefs. Let go of those beliefs. I feel like you need to believe that things are improving and they're going to continue to improve, not that things are improving and then they're going to get worse, you know? So that's why it's here. This is actually a really nice reading, Aries. I really like this. Is it perfect? No, but I feel like things are getting better. It's like a new day dawning with this sun card. It's like the sun is finally coming up. You're escaping these nightmares, or this nightmare that you've been living for a long period of time. So love it. So thank you for watching, Aries. Really appreciate it, and definitely enjoy your week.